Hey, I'm Jess Hugo, personal trainer and nutritionist, and I am here to show you that life is messy, but we're doing it anyway. Welcome to Doing It Anyway, the podcast for building the life that you want without burning out. Let's get into it. Jessie Morgan, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
I'm excited to be here.
I'm so excited to be here.
Jessie is the first guest to come on, but I told her a little sneak peek that starting these episodes, the first question is always going to be, without any context, anything at all, give me one word to describe the season of life that you're currently in.
Chaotic.
And now elaborate. I did not expect you to say chaos.
Really?
Yeah.
As if.
Well, what would we know? Go in. We don't want to go into the background. I feel like no one actually cares about the behind the scenes.
No.
I want you to deep dive. And if people want context, they can figure it out.
I feel like there's so many, as in everyone's life, there's so many different areas of everyone's lives.
Yeah.
But I've got so many different seasons that I'm in each area of my life, right? So business is booming and scaling, but at the same time I'm restructuring everything. So actually I'd say that's pretty solid, but I'm doing heaps of stuff in there. Then my personal life, I'm either really, really social. I've had so many events on. I've kind of just been living 2024 the plot, even though it's 2026.
She's been doing it for 2 years.
The Europe summer that didn't end.
Literally, the girl just goes away and then goes away again.
I've been traveling. I have been dating again. Nothing's steady. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And without going into the full journey, going from fitness to business is such a cliche in a trend, but you do it different. So go in, talk through everything about where you started with fitness and where you're at with it now, transitioning into business.
Okay, so long story short, started on the gym floor. Before that, actually, I was rehab trained. So anyone that doesn't know, I'm not just a Cert 3, Cert 4 coach. I was actually meant to work in NRL. So I did athletic rehab. So when I first started as a PT, it was only rehab people. Then because I had my own weight loss journey, then it kind of transitioned into these girls were coming up to me at the gym and hiring me because I had lost weight. So then that transitioned. I was a binge eater. That transitioned, obviously. So then we went into online from that. I think it was 6 years on the gym floor before lockdown. It probably would have been a bit longer.
At that point in time, was there lots of female workers at the gym, or was it super male dominated and still very gym bro vibes?
I would say both. I'd say the girls that were in the gym at the same time did not have the personality for face-to-face PT.
Yeah.
Which, it's a thing. It's
People
such a thing.
Don't realise that you're trying to sell to someone that you've just met that's just walked in the door and is not interested in PT probably.
You dickheads think selling online is hard. It is not.
Yeah.
Selling online is not. When you know what too, the people that have had to grind on the gym floor are better.
Yeah. That is
in their marketing online.
My biggest ick, seeing someone go straight out. I've blown up on TikTok, so I'm now going to be an online coach. And I'm
Which is what happened to me. Well.
Okay, but you have done the work on the floor.
Yes.
Other people have not even walked into a gym. They haven't had that trauma that we've had.
No,
and
walking up to people and having to build connect, lose your entitlement that it's hard online because it's not. Or just spend a couple of years on the gym floor and you'll be fine.
Even just the energy of I've been at this gym since 5 a.m. It's now 8 p.m. I'm still trying to sell these bitches walking in the door and having that energy. Whereas everyone's I had the worst sleep. And I'm you're doing it from home.
No,
lovingly.
Lovingly, of course. But so that happens. Went into lockdown, obviously all the gyms were closing. We were what the fuck is going to happen? I had already had Trainer Eyes. Lol, Trainer Eyes. We love her, but no more. Not many coaches had Trainer Eyes.
Yeah.
It was brand new. It wasn't a thing. I was charging $15 a week for my app.
Yeah, so you were there before it was a trend.
Literally.
Was it expensive back then to use Trainer Eyes for that? Were you making $5?
It was always expensive.
Yeah.
It's always been expensive and it does nothing.
This is the funniest thing. We're charging $15 a week and we're walking away with $5 because the math doesn't math with everyone's pricing.
So that's where it kind of started. So I already had that set up in, was starting to do it and film my own exercises and things like that. So I was in the very first lockdown. So I was able to just have some kind of an income while that was happening.
Yep.
And then that was then set up for our next big lockdown in Sydney. That was when my TikTok blew up. I signed up 20 clients in a weekend. I was like, well, fuck, I'm not going back to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going through lots of really toxic work vibes in that gym. If you know, you know.
We know over here. Come on. I've lived that experience.
If you know, you know. And yeah, that's obviously a big downfall of face-to-face gyms.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of gym owners actually have no idea what it's like on the gym floor.
We're so hypocritical because we're like, you need to go into the gym, and then we're like, it actually sucks. But you need to understand.
I just mean like the upper management of gyms suck.
Yes. You have to understand it's so male dominated still, and almost everywhere, even just around this area, is owned by a man, run by a man, and backed by...
Who have never worked on the gym floor.
And also aren't on the same cycle as us, which is a whole nother conversation.
Whole nother thing.
But they don't even understand how to be a female.
No.
But
so
continue.
That happened, went back to the gym literally for a couple of months. I just said was getting my face-to-face clients ready essentially. And they had been with me through this whole transition of seeing how fucked that gym environment was. And they were all prepared to leave with me. Like I was going to open my own gym.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What was the reason that you didn't?
Well, I'd seen what it could be like online.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck would I? Because I was like, I'm going to take these cunts for everything.
You're like,
sorry, can I swear?
Yes, you can swear.
But I was like, watch all 50 of my clients walk out with me. Yeah. Like, no issue. It'll be fine. And then, it kind of blew up online and I never had to go back.
That is so crazy that no one was hesitant, because I feel like even in 2026, people don't know what online
people
coaching
just backed me. They were like...
I love that.
The only one client I didn't bring across, and I still see him every day at the gym, was an autistic boy that I was training, and his grandfather actually lives above me in my apartment. And he's like, I've got a really heartbroken boy. And I was like... Like he was my favorite client.
Yeah.
So I trained him like 3 times a week, but that was the literal only one. But I got into a point, like he has some of the best form that I've ever seen on the gym floor. Like still to this day I go in and he's like, oh, I tried this. And
I love that you still show face at where you were like.
They still think I work there, dude.
Because you were like, I'm quitting because it's toxic. And then you're like, but I will fucking.
There's new gym owners.
Right. I was going to say, you're like, I'm avoiding the people like
them.
Right, yeah.
I didn't train there when I left.
Okay, yeah. Because that's me. I'm like, I refuse to support. I'm not paying them $1. None of my friends are going there.
Yeah, I went and trained at Borkham Hills for months.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to give them my money.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the evolution of the online side.
Yeah.
And
that was all fitness, just for context.
That was all fitness. But when I was a fitness coach, I mentored a lot of people who were getting signed off with their fitness certs.
Like their hours.
So I was actually doing business coaching a lot earlier than when I became a business coach.
Yeah.
And I kind of just fell into it. So then I was mentoring people on the gym floor.
Yeah.
And then it became a thing online.
What I love about you is you're always before the trend. You're like doing it in the background. And then it becomes a trend like 2 years later. And you're like, well, I've already been doing that.
And I think I was talking about this on my Instagram the other day, but I think a lot of people just think the automatic progression is to do things. And like, obviously I have gone down the route of becoming a business coach. You have gone down the route of running a podcast. These things obviously naturally do happen. It's like people automatically think you've got to go online. People automatically think that after 3 years of running a business, you know what you're doing and then you can be a business coach.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't a business coach until like at least 7 years in. And even then it was like properly advertising it, obviously. But even then it was like I was doing maybe like 1 or 2 people. Like I wasn't even like actually advertising it. Do you know what I mean? Like now I'm like full on business coach.
Yes, I would say even just from like being a follower in the last few years, it was very much still very fitness focused. And then I would say, I don't know the timeline, but the last 6 months it would be like business.
Yeah.
So where are you at with fitness? What are you wanting to do with one-to-ones, online coach? It's also you're going through like an identity crisis.
No,
so
actually.
you're like, I'm known as like fitness girl Jess, and now I'm just being like, I don't want to do that anymore. Or like, what? Tell me.
So I think I always want to still have my fitness coaching side. I feel like a lot of business coaches do that. They quit that side and they go all in on that. I actually think I get a lot of leads because I'm still doing the fitness side.
Right.
But they're my bread and butter, and I love, it's actually rewarding. Like, I genuinely love working with these girls, especially like binge eating coach. Like, it's, yeah, it hits different when you change someone's life, right? And I can honestly, I can do that in my sleep.
Yeah.
Like, so easy. But this season that I'm in is being super intentional with who I'm working with in that high touch. And I'm only working with, I think I said to you earlier, I have 22 that are doing check-ins every week. That is it.
Yeah.
And as someone, like, I had 100 one-to-ones at one point.
Yeah.
Like, that is ridiculous. Obviously, different tiers. Some were low touch, some were high touch.
How long did you used to spend doing check-ins on a Monday?
No, just 2 days. When I had that whole thing, it was 2 days.
Okay.
And even now, it's only like a couple of hours.
Okay, she's got it organised.
She's efficient. Once again, gym floor. When you're used to working 70 hours on the gym floor, couple of days to get through 50 check-ins, let's say, is light work, like actual light work.
I think the problem is as well, and you've probably seen this just from being a business coach, is everyone's sending each client a 1 hour freaking Loom video and like doing all of this. And I'm like, my clients literally just want to know that I've seen what they've done.
They don't want to watch that.
They don't want to watch it. They want me to send them a voice message saying, yep, seen this, done that, like check.
Literally.
Perfect.
Like,
this
a
is what
long
we're
one
focusing
for
on.
me would be like 7 minutes. Like, that's long. That's
Honestly.
like showing them, like,
Yeah.
and one thing I do with my check-ins too is like form videos they don't give to me in their check-ins. They give them to me as they're doing them.
Yeah.
So that takes a lot of time off
Yes.
that.
I'm the same. I'm like, just send them when you take them, girl.
I would
Don't
rather
save
give you
them.
feedback now
Yeah.
until next week. What if I don't get it before you do your Monday workout?
Yes, and then you're waiting 3 weeks to implement the feed. Yeah, I'm here with you.
Efficiency. But yeah, so very small amount in that. I've now got like a membership for my app, which I've had for a while, built that to about 50, going really steady. And like, to go travel or little things like that just gives me so much more space in my business, but I'm still there if they need me.
Yeah.
But now that's obviously getting too big. I'm bringing out a no support option. But I think, and I've said this to you before as well, I spoke about it on my story, I feel like a lot of coaches are going to see this and be like, wow, that's how I'm going to scale, when in actual fact, I'm scaling back that side.
Yeah, I think we see so often that everyone wants to do the next shiny thing.
Yes.
And even for me, I'm like, I just offer one-to-one. Like, I'm not offering anything else.
Some people don't want to.
I'm just like, this is where I'm at. And if you want some low ticket thing, go to something like that and go to someone else. But like, you can't be coming into a space being like, I want weekly check-ins for $20 a week with this and this and this and all the bells and whistles. It's just an unrealistic expectation. And fitness coaches, why is your offer sweet? 15 things long. The thing for me is I like love business in talking about it, but I would never be like a consultant or anything like that.
It's hard.
I like look at it and I'm like, what the fuck? So what do you do when people come into your business space with like a fucking nightmare of an offer suite? Their messaging's whack ass. Like, how do you strip it back and start fresh with someone that's like, we're going to actually start here because you're doing everything fucking wrong?
Yeah, it's like, okay, let's look at, one, we're cutting down these offers massively. You need maximum 3. And that's like I technically have 2, but there's 2 tiers of each. So it's like check-ins with training and nutrition, check-ins just nutrition. So that's still the same thing, technically. Then my membership, it's literally just membership with support without. That's it. I have 2 offers and a freebie. Crisp, simple. That is all you fucking need. If you have too many, when someone, if you're too scared to fucking sell, imagine trying to sell 8 different offers.
And it just gets so confusing whether you're on a call or in the DMs. Or
Right.
like someone's like,
How do you remember?
This is my problem. And you're like, oh, well, you kind of fit in the 8 categories. So which one do you want? And it's
Correct.
Then you've lost their trust.
Correct. So for you in selling, really confusing. For them, inquiring, really confusing. They freeze. They don't know what's clear for them. And also, if you don't know how to sell, and not selling like selling on Instagram, I mean like in a sales call, let's say, you don't know how to do that, then they're even more confused. So it's like, if you have 2 really crisp offers that's like, this is for this person, this is for this, when someone inquires, you can go, yup, this is exactly where you need to be. Like, if someone is like, oh, I'm just going to see if I'm going to make it in my budget, or, oh, I've tried all these different coaches and nothing's worked. Like, I'm really anal in what they're saying, and I ask very specific questions so that I can vet them into whatever space. But like, if I'm already picking up they're not going to be a serious person, you're not fucking going in one-to-one.
No way. Literally no way.
No way.
Yeah.
If you want to go into here, I quite literally don't care if you're not showing up.
Yeah.
Like, I want them to show up.
Of
but
course.
It's like, to be fair though, with my messaging, majority of them are good.
Yeah.
Like, you can understand that I'm not here to fuck spiders in no matter what space you go into. But I'm not working with someone in high touch that I have to convince to show up, and my marketing literally says that.
Yeah.
Of course, some people slip through the cracks, but like on my inquiry form and in my newie, it literally says if you are not getting 8K steps, don't fill this out.
Which is so funny to me because I'll have people in my DMs being like, I can't even get 2. And I think about you all the time because you post about this so openly, like,
All the time.
What the fuck are we doing if we can't even get 2,000 steps?
Yep.
Like, sorry, we probably have 2,000 steps walking from the car. Like,
No, I would have 3,000 now.
yeah. How do you not have any steps? It actually baffles me, but in the business sense of things, do you just do fitness coaches or do you do like any?
I've got heaps. So I'm actually working with, like, majority of them, of course, are fitness coaches, nutrition coaches. I'm actually working with a lash artist, but she is a business coach.
Okay.
So she is my first business coach, business mentor, but it's in a completely different space, and it actually breaks up what I'm talking about. Like, I think it's really fun. I've had virtual assistants, I've had social media managers, I've had physios, I've had Pilates instructors. There was another really random one. Anyway, it's all the same, I guess. And now I'm actually starting to open up to working with men coaches, which I'm really excited about.
I feel like I talk too much shit about men
I know.
to say more on that.
But I'm really excited because, one, it's going to give me something different, but even in same that I've just been speaking about in like getting your steps and stuff with the fitness clients, in my high touch one-to-one, I'm so fucking strict now on if you are not posting, let's say 5 times a week, or I have to convince you to do the thing, you're not coming in here.
Yeah.
Men, I'm not confident to post today. Not a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's also, it just breaks up my day, and I'm not ragging on everyone, but it's just like, this is the standard that I need you to be at for one-to-one, and I'm just getting a bit more intentional in where my energy goes, I guess. But I have a space for people that don't feel confident posting. Fast track is where you start.
I think you're also just at this point where, of course, you know your ideal client, and of course, you know who you want to be in that high ticket offer. But what is like the number one thing people come to you with? Like, what is the number one problem that you see like fitness coaches or just business struggling with? And it better not be posting consistently, because honestly, choose bigger problems. But what is the number one thing that every single inquiry is kind of touching on this area?
Do you know what? I would say everyone's problem is self-doubt.
Yeah.
And no one backs themselves to make quick decisions. So they come to you with, I'm not consistent with content, or I'm not confident online, or even just like not knowing where to start building a big offer, right? It's like everyone just doesn't have that belief in themselves. And it all comes down to, if people made quicker decisions in their businesses or fitness, they'll be so much further along.
Do you feel like this is like a female thing though? Because I think some days I wake up and I'm like, I am on fire. And then the next day I'm like, I fucking hate everything and I'm not posting. No, I'm not posting. That's not an issue of me. But like, you know, I can't even be bothered entertaining a conversation today. I feel like shit.
Yeah, I totally get it. But I feel like we're in this era of everything's really quick and easy in everything. Fucking dating, you can get on a dating app. Like,
you can see 100 different men within 5 minutes.
Pop off, queen.
Well, I mean, they're all going, you're all going left.
Yeah, literally.
Bugs next.
Bugs, I can't. No, but I feel like people want it now.
Yeah.
And everyone, it's like the industry's too saturated. It's not. It's like everyone has these excuses, or everyone's hesitant, whatever that looks like. And like, I probably still do this. Like, I'm not saying I'm fucking immune to it.
Yeah.
But like, it's just, there's levels to it, right? But everyone gets so caught up on what everyone else is doing that then they don't move. Or what if it doesn't work out, so then they don't move? It's like, you're actually more scared of getting the fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, what if your business does blow up? What if you do get all the clients and you actually have to be the person that you say that you are? And that's scary because you have to be seen in that.
Yeah. You don't realize until you get into business that it's literally like self-development on steroids, and you're embarrassed of your shit. And
100%.
then you're always go deeper. And you're like, fuck, I've got this trauma from when I was 10.
I know, it's a lot. But I think, yeah, whatever it is, it's like people know what to do more than they think they do. Mm-hmm. Same with fitness. They know they need to exercise. They know they need to eat better.
Mm-hmm. It's like that secondary gain. We love having someone there 100%. To complain to.
And I spoke about this on a fast track call yesterday, actually, because I was like, okay, I could sit here and I could say, post 5 times a week, be on your stories, I could give you my exact strategy that would absolutely work. If you have a fear of being seen, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, your fear of being seen, you gain, that's obviously the root cause of it. But like, you not posting is benefiting you, because then you don't have to be seen. Like, and that's with everything, like texting a dusty, crusty fuckboy because they give you validation.
Yeah.
Even though you know they're a shit cunt, you still do it because you're gaining something from it.
Yeah, it's very much like where people are like, oh, I'm not going to go on social media and I'm not going to scroll. And then they literally, like, what do? You go on your phone, you go from app to app, and you're just stuck in that shit because it's self-soothing in the moment.
Yeah, it's binge eating, like everything. We are always gaining something. Even us, once again, we are not immune. But like,
literally, as I said before, I love a little complaining moment. I love to complain to someone, but at least
that would be what I would say.
We see ourselves in it.
Yeah, that's the difference.
I think a lot of people aren't self-aware to like what they're doing. And you see it again in business, you can sit there and be like, I don't want to post whatever. That's holding you back.
Yeah.
You're not getting there.
Yeah.
How harsh are you with your like one-to-ones?
Business clients?
Yeah.
Harsh. Mm-hmm. But I was having this conversation as well on a fast track call. I was like, you also equally know that I'm the safest person you ever speak to. Mm-hmm. I never judge you. I've done all the same stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm a shit coach, shit friend if I let you continue to play out a shitty behavior.
Yeah.
And I'm so fine in potentially triggering you. None of my clients get triggered, by the way. Mm-hmm. But I'm so fine in that I am going to trigger you if it's going to get you your result.
Yeah.
You're not paying me to fucking coddle you.
Yeah. And if that's what you want, then you're not in the right space.
And I've broken up with a few clients lately because I can't be having the same conversation for months on end with you not moving.
Yeah.
I think this is another thing, fitness or business, no offense to everyone, but people think that someone's going to save them.
I am breaking up the episode to talk about how 50% of you are not subscribed to the podcast. If you've been getting any kind of value, tips, tricks, implementing anything, I would love if you could follow along. It really helps me help you bring on bigger guests and just create more content around everything you're needing to build your dream life. So if you haven't already, take a second, follow along on whatever platform you're listening to, and let's get back to the podcast.
But people think that someone's going to save them.
Yeah.
And then when they realize that they have to do the work, they're like, what? We all have this inner brat. We love her, but we all have an inner brat.
Yeah, unfortunately, tapping your card for $85 a week is not going to do the work for you. And
literally,
whether you sign a contract, whether you're in a space of it's just that doesn't do the work. It's actually getting up and doing it.
Okay, so I've been navigating a lot of burnout lately just because social life and the business life, they're button heads, right? But a big part of structuring and alleviating some of that burnout has actually been being so much more intentional with who is in that one-to-one space. And I love these clients. It's just, and like I would absolutely come back to them as well. There's like literally no blood. It's just like until you are actually moving that needle, I don't know. I don't want to take your money either. But I need to be so intentional with like when you're hiring a coach as well, not only do I deserve to plug in and be so excited to fucking mentor you,
for sure,
you deserve to have a mentor that's not resenting the space that you're plugging into. And that just doesn't feel, it's not like, fuck these bitches, they're not doing the work. But it's like, you deserve a better version of me as well.
I think as well, like people will be listening to this that aren't in fitness or business and whatever, but it also goes for friendships. You 100%. Don't want to surround yourself with friends that are always dragging the chain, like never showing up and doing the things they said they were going to do, even if it's not fitness. No. Even if it's just like they're always bailing on like a fucking dinner with the girls and you're just like, I fucking hate this person. I literally don't want to hang around them. It is the same energy in a one-to-one.
Yeah. And as you said, like, are you harsh on your clients? I know that when I'm, let's say, delivering a not so lovely piece of it's lovely. It's just like maybe it's not what you want
direct.
to hear. It's what you need to hear, right? Or I'm breaking up with a client because of XYZ. I know that I'm moving with integrity in that, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I think you would regret more not saying the thing and then them going on this full spiral than like actually saying something, trying to nip it in the bud straight away, like insert all the things.
Yeah. And even in like my inquiry processes with business and fitness, like let's say, okay, you've inquired for coaching. I'm literally always like, we go through everything that you said in your thing, but I'm like, how often are you posting and selling in a week? And if you tell me that you're not consistent, I don't even tell you that one-to-one's an option. Yeah. It is down the track, but I can't do anything in this space until you have all of your ducks in a row here.
Yeah.
And you're going to get better results in that.
Which is something I kind of love about the business space, where you kind of gatekeep your one-to-one a little bit and be like, you have to prove yourself. Yeah. Whereas in fitness, that's not a thing. And sometimes that's how the wrong people can come into your
It's a lot harder.
Point. Yeah.
It's a lot harder. I think too, in business is a bit different because like if your business coach is leading with that energy, you respect them a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to do that, but I'm still like that in my fitness.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have the experience to be able to do that.
Yeah.
At the start of my business, absolutely fucking not. I was obviously saying yes to nearly every client. But now I'm like, okay, if you're not going to do this here, then this is the space for you.
Yeah. How many years in did it take you to feel like I've made it? I feel successful, like whatever, insert that label of like, fuck yeah, I actually feel like I can take a breath now.
The first year that I made 6 figures was probably that, but not because of the money that I made, because that was in a lockdown year.
Right, yeah.
Like, actually, no, I'd made more money before that, to be honest. But I think when I made that in that lockdown year and I was like online, like not even fully online yet, when I'd made that, I remember crying hitting that because I was like, I've fucking done it.
Yeah.
And like really 6 figures turnover is not actually 6 figures. So it's not that impressive. That's like a 60K profit in a year.
Yeah.
But I think because I had it, obviously everyone on the gym floor gets it. Like the turmoil that we all had of like, are we ever going to have jobs again? Like whatever. And then to have that, I think I was like, I'm also someone that always backs myself. I'm not someone that, I've just got that dog in me, you know?
That is why you just spent so long working solely by yourself.
Correct.
And now you've brought in
I knew I had my own back.
So talk about bringing in someone and being like, I am also that person where I'm like, I can do everything. I do it the right way. Like it's like letting go of the reins and like trying to give someone your baby. It's your baby at the end of the day.
It's your baby.
You put so much time and effort into this, and I want to obviously go into like how it can be so consuming.
Yeah.
But talk me through the decision to finally hire someone. We were talking about it for, I want to say 6 to 12 months before you announced.
I know.
So tell me like the whole kind of thing in the.
So for one, it took me ages because I needed someone that I liked, could trust, and it was the same vibe. I wanted someone that couldn't just do all my like little admin things, but could be around social media stuff, emails, that I could just be like here. So I'd say she's kind of not just a VA, she's probably a bit more like my OBM, like probably a bit of a crossover. Yeah. My type B ass needs someone type A massively. And like first thing in the morning I have a message, she's like, okay, I've done all these things. This person's still late on this. What do you want me to do with it? Like, she's fucking amazing. Love you, Kate, if you ever listen to this. I feel stupid that I didn't do it sooner because I would have had so much more space, which I think is a big reality for a lot of people. However, I'm also very glad that I did it the way that I did it. So I think a lot of people hire too early. So there's 2 flip sides to it. I probably should have done it a year ago.
Yeah, that's when we were talking about it.
Exactly.
What was the hesitation?
I hadn't found someone that I liked or trusted to see my money.
Yeah. Yes, that
was a bit weird for me. I think before that, like I was definitely obviously ready, but all the years before that, I was like, that's money that's not in my pocket.
Yeah.
So when I obviously flagged it for this year, I was like, oh, I don't care. Like I'm someone that throws money at everything so that I don't have to do it. Everything. Like I was paying my brother to clean my car. I'd pay him like $50 to like clean my car when we were kids,
dude. In Bali on the fucking beds getting the drink service.
You don't want to know what I spent in Europe just to have people like come up and serve me drinks.
Oh, maybe it was Europe. I might have stuffed that up, but
No, but I was doing the same in Bali.
There you go.
Fair enough. But Bali, it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
No, but I'm always someone that will throw money at someone so that I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Like I have a bookkeeper, I have an accountant. Like I don't have to do shit. So yeah, as I like in more recent times, I was like, it actually wasn't a money block. But before that, absolutely, I was like, oh my God, that's more money that's not in my pocket. But I'm going to make more money because I have more time to do content, to do launches, to do fucking ads if I wanted to. Like I actually have that space to be creative and service my clients. And I even said to my mentor, I was like, if I could just do content and talk to my clients every day, life would be so fucking good. And that's literally what life is like now.
do you feel like it's funny because I don't know if it's a money mindset thing, right? Because you're like, I'm just spending all this money, I don't care. But then in that same sense, you're like, I don't want to hire. Do you feel like that's a money mindset thing for you? Do you think it's something that's kind of happened from like your childhood or anything like that? Because I think for me as well, and it's probably our generation of parents, they're very like
hustle.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, I grew up on milk crates, and you're like,
I know.
You're like trying to buy a James Lane couch, and they're like, what the fuck? So do you think it came from that or anything?
Yeah, I would say definitely the money mindset thing of like, no, that's more money in my pocket. I need the safety of having all that extra money.
Yeah.
So there is an element of that, but as women as well, so there's that. But a lot of us, as you said, we grew up with hustle parents who worked for everything. So we're all like independent girlies and we think that we can do everything ourselves. I think a big part of it is like I in fact can't do it by myself anymore, and me not is capping me.
Yeah.
And not just capping me like energetically, but obviously money wise. Like I was making fuck off disgusting money and I still couldn't hit it. So like I speak on my stories all the time, in my content all the time. You're capped at 10K months because of this. You're capped at 20K months because of this. Same thing was happening to me at a higher level, but just not in me. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's the same new level, new devil, but it's the same level, just with a wig on, you know?
And I think as well, when you're doing everything on your own, you start becoming like a shell of a human, and you don't want to go and socialize, and you don't want to like spend any time. So how did you go with friendships? Because I know you have some like lifelong good friends, and they're not just like business friends, you know, you have that good separation.
Majority of my friends aren't business
which
friends,
is like
in fact.
Perfect.
It's great.
Because it, like, of course we want friends in business to chat shit like this.
But I just want to have normal conversations outside.
Were you showing up as like a good friend, or were you finding it really hard to be like, this is me in business and I'm so fucking busy and doing everything on my own, I can't go to your thing?
No, because I don't touch work on the weekends.
Love.
So it was getting to, I'm like, I have no more fucking hours in my day. I refuse to do, like some weekends, of course, it's like fun stuff, but never with clients, obviously. But yeah, I don't have any time in those Monday to Friday hours anymore to do fun shit like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say, but also my social life, like I've been to so many raves lately.
Yes.
All the fucking European DJs come in our summer. So yeah, I feel like if anything, I was being too social, which
Really?
was then contributing to the burnout.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like 32 this year, dude. My hangovers last 3 days. Like you can't be doing this.
Talk to me about being 32 and socializing and being single and dating and all of the things. Where are you at with everything? She says chaos. So start with the chaos.
God, I don't even know where to start. So I'm not 32 yet. I will be in November, but this year she's turning 32, which is weird to navigate because everyone's getting married.
Yes.
Everyone's getting kids, or
Everyone's getting kids. They're purchasing kids. I know what you're saying.
and if that doesn't show you how far removed I am from having kids, then I don't know what will. Or a lot of people are actually breaking up from their long-term partners and they're partying. So I feel like a lot of my friends that I party with too are younger than me. So then once again, you know what it is as well? I had this years ago when I stopped partying, but I really have this like party girl identity.
I think
I'm
so too.
gaining from it, right?
Yeah.
I'm the fun, unhinged, like, let's say you're one of my best friends, I'm always going to have a fucking rogue story. Like, I'm that friend you can't FaceTime in public.
Yeah.
You never know what I'm going to say. Like, I always have the rogue dating stories, the rogue party stories, and I get off on it because that's how I get connection.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really hard to let her go. But I feel like I'm coming out the tail end of it now where I actually don't want to.
Yeah.
So like God, I've actually got a DJ next weekend. And then 2 weeks after that. But I think I've had like 4 alcoholic drinks since December.
Okay, yeah.
So, and I don't drink. Like when I drink to get drunk. I don't.
You don't like socially drink?
Nope. Like I do if I was like, let's say I'm going on a date, I'd have a drink or two.
Okay.
Or like if I was going out for dinner, maybe I'd have a mug. But like I actually, unless I have an event on or something social, I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
Like I don't sit at home and drink.
Neither. I don't resonate with that. I'm not really into drinking at all though, but a lot of people that are like, I need get me home and get me a wine. I'm like, I don't see you in that. Like,
nah. Even like when we went to Ireland, my parents are not alcoholics obviously, but they're drinkers.
Yeah, they're Aussies.
They're Aussies, right? And we're out at dinner in an Irish pub and they're like, what do you want? I'm like, lemonade. And my mum's like, have a drink with me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. And Dad's like, we're in Ireland. What are you doing? I was like, we're not going out. There's no point. So, yeah. So I have not partied for a really long time. And I'm like, I got back into that groove again of like, I actually don't need this anymore. Like I always prided myself on like, I come out of retirement every now and then. I dabble. I'm so happy with that. But lately it was like, all my favorite DJs were coming, so I'm going.
Right, but do you feel like this is related to like, as you said, everyone else is like doing the thing. Everyone's pregnant, and I feel like it's even my age group.
Oh my God.
But, like I can't believe I could not envision myself having a kid. But then I think my sister's a few years older, and she's always like, I want a kid now. Like I'm geriatric. I'm like, shut up.
No.
Do you feel societal pressures? Do you feel like I need to have a plan a certain way, or are you like, no, I'm actually just happy doing what I'm doing?
Sometimes yes. Sometimes I'm like the clock's ticking. But on the other hand, I'm like, I would not have been able to do any of the things that I've done in the last couple of years if I had kids and a husband.
Yeah.
Like, be for real. Like, I have had a really full life and I'm okay with that. And also, even on the topic of kids, like, I want kids, of course. I'm actually like, oh, I don't even know if I want to carry it. Maybe I pay someone to do that.
She pays everyone, so it would make sense.
Not kidding. Like I'm actually like, oh, I don't think I want to. And that scares me to have a baby.
I agree.
Terrifying. But I love kids and I want them, of course. But if I, for whatever reason, someone was like doctors tell me I can't have kids, or I fell in love with someone that couldn't have kids and I wasn't willing to compromise on losing out on them, and I was having a full life. If I'm traveling, I'm in Italy, I am not concerned that I'm missing out on kids. I'm not that girl. I don't think I would get to 40 years old and long for a kid if I couldn't have them. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think as well people just think that's the next step. There's a couple of people that I know and they've got like the house, the husband. They're like, what's next? And I'm like,
I don't own.
Yeah, but what's the rush? I honestly don't understand, because now you've ticked all the boxes by like your mid-20s, and what are you going to do now?
Yeah.
It just like is, I don't know.
Yeah, and I just think, like, as I said, sometimes I'm like, clock's ticking, I'm lonely or I want someone, but at the same time, why does that have to be my journey?
Yeah.
It doesn't. Like, as I said, I don't own. I've got no fucking interest to own right now. I'd rather meet a rich man's and we put all our monies together and we get a better place.
Yeah.
I'm not buying in Western Sydney.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I know. And also, like, a child is an 18-year commitment. Even I have a cavoodle and she's like mine. And I'm like, she's a full-time job. I can't imagine committing to kids. Like, that's just like, we're too busy living our life in this like weird, abnormal way because of like what we do for work, that I just feel like that is not a piece.
No. And I also too understand though, being the age that I'm at, when I meet someone, it's probably going to happen a bit quicker.
Of course.
When you meet them, because it's like,
you're older.
Cool, we're in our 30s, but I still want that time to be selfish with them.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be an old mum. Whatever. But one of my cousins, she didn't have her first kids until she was 40. Her kids are like 3 now. Like, I don't see her as old.
Yeah.
I still see her. I think she's 30 and I'm 20.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I think it's as well because like timeline wise, women are actually like in such high careers now, and by the time you finish uni and get to that, you're already in your almost late 20s. So how the hell
over
are
everything.
how are you supposed to have a child and progress in your career and everything at once? So I feel like now,
you can have it all but not at the same time.
Yeah.
I think is so true.
Yeah. So now everyone is having kids later anyway, or there's that thing of I need to have a kid right now, and then I feel like you're having a kid
but
at
I'm
20.
not like I want a partner. And I think too that's me coming out of this like party lifestyle. I really had to pull my head in and be like, right, I'm ready to properly date again now. If someone was partying like how I was, you would not even get fucking looked at.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like when people say, oh, you need to put yourself in the room where you're going to find them, you're not going to find them at
I'm
the
not
club.
going to find them fucking off my head at a rave. Like,
Yeah.
not happening. Nor do I want to find them at a rave.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want my man to be a party man. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, dabble every now and then. We can get drunk together. Sweet. I don't want you to be partying 24/7.
Yeah.
But at the same time, until one of you dickheads give me a better reason to stay at home, I'm not staying at home. You know?
Yeah. Talk me through the Sydney dating scene.
You're lucky you're not in it. Is all I'll say. It's horrific, but it's everywhere.
Do you think it's an Australian thing then?
Yeah, I think it's Aussie men. But I do think women are a big part of this problem as well. No one wants to speak up about their needs being met as well. As women, we just like...
Sweep under the rug.
Yeah, I think I love this era of like feminine and masculine energies and stuff, and everyone's learning about it, but then women are taking it too far and they think that men have to do everything. They're not understanding of like actually what, like feminine is, of course you sit back and you receive and all the things, but that doesn't mean you are, does that make sense?
Do you feel like it's a thing of like, because
You bring something else to the table.
a lot of Aussie men are like tradies, so they're very like, is it white collar or blue collar? Whatever, you know what the collar.
The collar.
They're doing that traditional role, so then they see themselves very much like it's giving housewife versus like,
Yes,
and that's
but so that's the women's side, right? We don't know. We've all been hurt. We're all closed off. We expect a lot as well, I think. And this is not every girl. This is not every girl. But men are a big part of the fucking problem, just quietly. But we're in this nonchalant era and I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Women are doing the work. I think we have come so fucking far in society. There's still a lot to go, but we can earn more money than them. Like, chances are I'm going to probably earn more than a lot of the men I meet.
Yeah. And it's like, how are they going to be able to handle that?
So there's that. So we are more successful. We are beating them in education. Women are are smarter than men now in, that's a fucking stat as well, in like universities.
They can have that they're stronger than us, but
They can,
we are smarter
and
than
you
them.
should be. That's
genetically, that makes sense.
I don't want a man stronger than me.
Yeah.
I'm very like masculine, feminine energy, 100%. But men have, like when I speak to my guy friends or guys that I'm dating, they're like, there's so many girls that are really like rude and like, oh, you're going to buy me that drink?
Ew.
Yeah. So they are then not putting in the effort.
Because they think it's like expected.
Because it's expected.
Yeah.
And then, does that make sense? Like we all have our own side to every story. But I think in general, men don't know their place with us being quite successful. And a lot of men haven't done the work in therapy, in personal development that we have. And yeah, they don't know where they fit. So it's kind of like their masculine role isn't like traditional housewife and man anymore, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Me just like getting so deep on this. But like that's what I think. I think overall everyone's been hurt and no one wants to put the effort in case they get hurt again.
Yeah. So is that your experience talking to people? Do you
Aussie
feel
men?
like-
Yes.
Yeah.
Your girl's been dating foreign men and they are way better.
But then talk us through like what actually happens. Do they fucking live here? Because also we don't have many backpackers like in our suburb. So they're all
not
near
here.
the beaches
They're all
and
in the
stuff
city.
like that.
Yeah, every foreign guy that I've dated is like in the city. But when I go out in the city, the only men that come up to me are foreign.
That's interesting.
Literally. It's
Why
all,
do you think that is?
Because that's what they're taught. That's what
Yeah, they
they're
have the
up-
confidence.
They have the confidence. They also too, once again, a women problem. A lot of girls sit back and expect, like, I'm not saying go up to men and talk to them, but like you have to like smile at them.
I was gonna say body language.
You
if
know
you're
what
not
I mean?
standing there,
if you're sat
open,
here like, you know, your body language has to be open. I went out with a friend. Oh, it was last year sometime, and I got hit on by like, and this. Like, of course, I get hit on, I get drinks bought for me, whatever, but this one night was outrageous. Like, I had two men pulling me in different directions in Ivy Pool Club. I was like, oh, my God. And she was like, I've never felt so ugly coming out with you. I'm never coming out with you again. And I was like, she's hotter than me.
What the fuck?
10 times hotter than me. I was like, it is literally, one, you're brunette. I can't help it that these men are probably like, I like blondes, like, whatever. But I'm like, your body language is so closed off. That's why no one's approaching you.
Yeah.
It is quite literally as simple as that. So then all these girls are going out like, no one talks to me. No one does this. And I'm like, are you open to being spoken to?
I kind of hate that friendship dynamic because, like, why are you hating
Yeah, I
on
know.
me?
It was
bitch?
a joke,
I know.
but still, I'm like, girl, she's way hotter than me. But when I'm out and I do get hit on, they are always European, South American, English, Irish.
And where would you move to out of those places?
I would move anywhere temporarily. As long as I'm having kids in Australia, I would always want to come back. I'm also very like obsessed with my family.
Yes, but your family
As you should be.
Your family don't live here, so how far is it to your families?
5 hours.
Yeah.
So like I'm used to not being around my family. So at that, like if I had to temporarily move, I could live in England. I could live in England. I couldn't live in Ireland. That's fucking way too grim there. It's like, but if you lived there, like imagine how much traveling you could do to Europe.
Yeah.
Brother.
We don't realize how easy it is to be in those places. Like I
So
instantly
easy.
would think, oh my God, seasonal depression in England. Like I would hate it. But then you can go on a weekend away
Correct.
to a whole different place.
Literally for like £70.
Yeah.
I'm down. So I would be open to, if I had to, like the guy that I was initially dating, the first foreign guy I dated was German. And I said I would go and live in Germany temporarily if I had to, but I wouldn't settle in Germany. I'd always come back to Australia. But England's a little bit different. You can speak English.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So different, but they just know how to date. Like I actually, that feminine and masculine energy as well. And like for me, when I was younger, I always thought masculine energy had to be that manly, really big muscles and beard and aggressive.
Yeah.
So wrong. And I think too, that's what men think that masculine energy is as well. Aussie men at least. My ex years ago was like that. And I was like, oh my God, he's so masculine. Like I love it. I like being taken care of.
Yeah.
The German guy, still tall, still muscly, but showed me that actually true provider masculine energy is actually a lot softer than what I thought. Like, you know, that acts of service, love language, and like taking complete mental load. And I think for me, looking in a future partner, I am so masculine in my everyday life in both of the businesses that I run.
Yeah.
He was the first time that I could fully settle into a relationship and be my chaotic self. So I would literally just clock off, and this man, I could melt. I didn't have to use my brain at all. I did not even have to remember to drink water. Like this man took so much mental load off my day. I was like, okay, I get it. Like, and as we know, I'm a chaotic bitch. Let's say we're going through the train. You know how it's like some are green ticks and some are red? I'm like tagging in. I'm like, why the fuck is this not working? He's just like moves me to the line with the green. Like every time I went to his house, he lived in like a 7-story walk up, no lift. Every single time that man came downstairs, got my bags. I'm scared of the dark. If I was parked down the road, he'd walk down and get me, walk up my bags, as I just said. Every single time, my toiletries are put in the bathroom and my phone plugged in. Every time in a 6-month period.
And I think as well, so many girls settle for the bare minimum because they don't actually realize what is out there and what potential is out there. And I'm sure you've even been in bare minimum situations before
100%.
this.
No, but you know what it is? It's like that, what I've just explained of the German, that is bare minimum.
Yeah.
Everything under that is scraps. So it's like we're not settling for the bare minimum, we're settling for scraps. And that's like why I think too women are struggling is like we don't have those boundaries. We actually don't know what we want. And we've all been with these fucking dickheads that give scraps.
Yeah, and I think it's because we're convinced that like being treated good is actually like unrealistic nowadays.
Yes. Yep. So yeah, I think it's this we both think it's shit. So it's like, what's gonna fucking give? Like genuinely, what's gonna give?
I don't know. Where do you see this going?
I don't know.
I don't know if any female will start kind of saying what they want.
Yeah.
And I don't really think guys are going to change. And I also think as well, I was thinking before when we were talking about like masculine, feminine, all the things, I think a lot of Aussie guys hide behind being like a tradie and being like unhygienic and like thinking that's a thing. And I'm like,
nah.
God forbid you actually wash your dirty ass hands. Like no way he's going to plug in your charger when he can't even wash his fucking hands.
I think too, you know what? I think there is people out there. I've gotten so much proof lately that there are good guys out there. I think I know that I'm going to meet someone. Some days I'm like, fuck, there's no one out there.
Yeah.
But I think as I've gotten older, and I've done more and more therapy. I think we all should be in therapy.
Mm-hmm.
The more therapy I've done, I've been able to pick up on the red flags a lot quicker. And my like crazy ex, I thought that was like everything. So he like pursued me hard from the start. It was like he was very vulnerable from the start. It obviously was a narcissist, right? So I thought moving quick. So my anxious attachment needed someone to move quick to feel safe, right? It was like constant. Now I'm like, you try and move quick with me, that is the biggest red flag I've ever seen. Like things that we don't normally pick up on as red flags. And not that I'm like closed off and I'm a very, very open person when I'm dating, but I look for a lot more things.
Yeah.
I think too, it's like that translates into like my inquiry forms when I'm vetting a client. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just a lot more firm in myself.
Just so much
I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I know what I'm looking for in literally every aspect. And I leave when I see said red flag.
Yeah.
I think there's this quote that I learned when I was with my toxic ex, and it was like, the longer you are on the wrong train, the more expensive it is to get home.
Yes, I love that. I see that so often and it's so true.
Yeah. So I stayed with him. I was with him for a year. Like I got out a lot quicker, but same deal was domestic violence. There's context to it. I was plotting my out from 3 months in and it took me that long. So I totally get it, but you'll never catch me. That was my first ever relationship as well. But you will never catch. Like I've dated so many men since then that I'm like, the instant I see something, I'm like, nope, done.
Yeah. It's obviously so shit to have like gone through that, but then to now be at the point where
made
you
me
can
who I
just,
am.
you can see the red flags. And sometimes it's like when we reflect on the COVID timelines and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like so blurry and we didn't know what happened. I'm sure your reflection on that year is like so.
Oh, it feels like a fever dream.
Yeah. But then now it's like, okay, cool. I can't remember
Yeah.
what the fuck happened to that
Yeah.
time, but I have so much clarity in
Yeah.
like the next stages and where I'm at currently and all of the things.
And I think the German guy, he was purely to heal all of that. So he was the complete opposite of my crazy ex. And I'm my attachment style. If they are secure, I'm secure. I'm not triggered in the slightest. Consistency over everything. When I do get triggered, I'm anxious avoidant. I was a mix before I did lots of therapy, XYZ, whatever.
yeah.
So it actually triggered my avoidance style, having my first secure person, because I was like, what the fuck do you want from me?
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was over my ex, of course. Like when I broke up with him, I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking free. But all that lingering PTSD, like I got diagnosed with PTSD from a therapist because of my ex. Like it was full on.
That's what I mean. Like your
Mentally and
timeline's
coercive control can now be charged as domestic violence now. It's actually recognized. So when you don't realize how much the psychological stuff stays with you. But the German healed all of that for me. And now that everyone that I've dated since then or starting to date again, I'm not thinking like that anymore.
Yeah.
Like I fully just settled into that connection and how consistent it was, and that I genuinely deserve to be treated like that.
Yeah.
Like when he was doing nice things for me, like in my head, and I would never act on it. I would be like, why are you doing that for? What do you want from me? But in my head, I was like in therapy the whole time I was dating the secure person as well. And that obviously helped so much. But I was like, oh, like I actually don't need to beg someone to do something. Like I couldn't trust that someone was genuinely doing stuff for me because they genuinely wanted to. Like my ex would do all this stuff for me, but there was a ulterior motive. Ulterior motive, is that the word? Yeah. It was for his benefit, not for mine.
Yeah.
And then it'd be pulled away. It was always used against me. Whereas this was just like, oh,
I'm just doing it because I like you, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he, even though it was fucking devastating, he had to leave, by the way, context girls. But it was harder to get over than the toxic breakup, because it's like when you love someone, but the only reason you're not together is because you're from different countries, but you don't love each other enough to live in each other's country.
Yeah.
So not
Is
that
he
I was in
coming
love, and
back?
I wasn't in love with him. Like I can safely say I wasn't in love with him. He's not coming back. No,
No plans.
no plans.
Interesting.
No plans. when I was in Bali, I was with him too. So we met back up in Bali.
Yeah. How was it after having a little bit of like a break?
No, I was like, he's not my person.
Yeah, that's where it got you like clarity of not seeing him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So when he left, I was fucking distraught.
Yeah.
And then, when I met him back in Bali, and like that only happened because my friend pulled out of.
Yes.
Like I wouldn't have gone there. So it kind of like opened everything. I was like, if I don't do this, I'm going to regret it.
Yeah.
Like
And
imagine
again-
being married with kids and you're like, oh,
Well, that's what I was going to say.
imagine if I didn't do that.
Again, you like did the work and you were open. It was the same with the body language conversation and stuff. You were just being open to the experience and then all of that
I'd
happened.
regret it if I didn't. So then when I got there, I was instantly like, yeah, this is a closure week.
Yep.
And then I could move on from it. But I think why it's hard to get over now is, one, it was the first time I've fully settled into a connection, I think. And the consistency, and I didn't have to be independent. I didn't have to look after myself. It's like then you don't have that safety of that relationship anymore. So when you're like lonely, that's fucking dog shit to try and navigate. But it's really hard when you're breaking up with someone because you just genuinely can't be together.
Yeah.
They haven't fucked up. They haven't cheated. They aren't a narcissist. It was really, really weird. And like he's crying at the airport with me. Like it was shit for both of us. But
it was
I was
almost
like, I don't hate him. Like I've still
Yeah.
been occasionally, I'm a big fan of no contact, but like we've still spoken to each other like as a friend.
Yeah.
Like I don't look back at, like I have not one bad memory with him.
I love the no contact piece. Do you just cut everyone off?
100%.
Even if you're in good terms?
You just can't,
Keep reopening
the
flame.
Like let's say he texts me right now and then I'm straight back into
Thinking of that.
crying, thinking of it. Like I don't need to be,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
once again, it's different with him because there's no bad blood. So we haven't fully cut it, but like we might talk once every 6-8 weeks,
Yeah, okay.
which is fine. And even then it's gotten less and less from that. Like he asked me to do a video call with him and I was like, no,
Me
not
instantly,
like,
yeah, no, I
not
know.
rudely, but I was
Yeah.
like,
What's the point?
I'm still
It's
sad
just
about
like-
this.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
directly said that too. Like I think too, he was the first person that I spoke my needs a lot more.
Yeah.
I would normally, this is the avoidant side in me, would normally just not sweep it under the rug, but it would take me a long time to bring something up.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like, no, I'm still really sad about this sometimes. And I'd be putting myself back. And he hasn't even fucking opened it as 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
He would have seen it and been like, she's
right.
closed off now. Yeah, but like, I'm like, well, that proves my point.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Well, talk me through the next steps, not just in like dating, but like business. Do you have any travel trips coming up? Anything you're looking forward to?
I'm not going to travel for a while just because, no, you know what? I'm not going to travel long distance for a while.
Yeah.
Because I had to travel 48 hours coming back from Ireland to Bali. It was
My
fucked.
God. Yeah. And you got sick in Bali, right?
Oh my God. And here I'm like, oh, it's just salmonella. It's just Bali belly. It was salmonella and I was sick for like
Oh my
6 weeks
God.
after.
I just don't think I could fuck with Bali. I've never been. I don't.
But it
have
was
the
one of my
desire to
favorite
go.
places.
Really?
Yeah, loved it. Loved
Oh,
it. But
God.
Uluwatu, not Canggu, if anyone's going to Bali. I wasn't in. It's crazy.
It's flooding at the moment. Actually.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my next, if I travel, will be like to Japan or somewhere where it's like not a crazy long flight.
Yeah, and the time difference is very similar.
Yeah. So I definitely want to keep traveling. I think for me right now, it's creating more safety around not being in my party girl era. Still getting back into that. Cool. I'm not putting myself on a shelf if I want to party, of course, but getting back into my more wholesome era again. And I think too, it's like just the season that I'm in, I'm glad that I'm being called to that because I'm like, I want to date again.
Yep.
And I'm ready for,
She's open.
she's open, she's ready for actual big girl adult things.
Yeah.
And it happened again before. Like each time I've had an ex-partner, same things kind of happen. I've like, okay, cool, I'm ready. So yeah, it's probably just like learning I don't have to party all the time, really, in that area. Business, same thing, just pulling so far back without pulling back.
Yeah.
Like I'm pulling back the amount of work I'm doing, but I'm still growing.
Yeah.
It's like I actually had my lowest cash month in 12 months because of my little restructure, but I was like, I have to do this so that I can then It's like elastic band, really.
Yeah. Well, how did you even feel in that? Were you just like, I don't care?
Nah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Like when I'm saying I've hit my lowest cash month, it's still fucking insane money.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
not stressful. But even then, even if I was making no money tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
I would be so secure in that decision because I know that I'm going to make more in the future.
Yeah, and I think it just proves to the point that sometimes you need to like take a couple steps back
do.
to take more steps forward.
The foundation I can't keep piling onto a rocky foundation
Yep.
and then expect for it to be stable.
Yeah.
So it's really just learning how to protect my energy a lot more, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But still, the things that I'm putting in place now will help me to continue to grow.
Yeah.
And I think with my biggest thing actually in business is fast track. So I was doing like a mastermind kind of style one, Accelerate.
Yeah.
So I was going to have, and that in my head then was like, I can mentor more people in that space and then have less one-to-one.
Yeah.
Now I'm actually like, no, that actually did not work. I will have more one-to-one, but some of them are going to be monthly and I can do the exact same amount of calls.
Yeah.
So I can do that. So, but what I'm doing is, and I still only work with like 8 people in one-to-one, but I usually would run, say, a group program pretty much constantly.
Yeah.
I've canned Accelerate altogether. Like Fast Track's done. Each time I run it, if there's more things I want to add to it or change, like I don't have to do the slides or I don't have to do, it's so easy. It's my bread and butter. I can get on and talk out my ass. Love it.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm actually running that less times in a year now. So it's going to be like 3 times only, but shitload more coaches in it.
Yeah.
I'm putting a lot more energy into like meta ads and things like that as well because I've actually got like little products and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like my brand ecosystem has even less again. And it didn't have a lot to begin with, as we were speaking about before, those signature offers. But I'm putting more effort into my funnels so that those 3 can be bigger. And then I'm going to have fucking 12 weeks at a time either side of that where I'm not running a group program.
Yeah. And is there anywhere that you're like, I want to hire someone, I want to have anyone else in, or you're like, I very much just want to keep it like, of course, my admin girl and me?
I think if I hired again, it would be like same again, like VA admin role.
Yeah.
Or it would be like giving her way more responsibility. But like I would say like a online business manager.
Yeah.
If anything, I would never hire a co-coach.
Oh, no.
Never. So yeah, I feel like it could look like that. If anything, it'd be like more admin-y, back-end business style things. But I feel like a OBM would be good because it's like they're kind of fully running my business.
Yeah.
And like everything in your launches, they can see gaps in your money. They can see gaps in this. They're planning your business. You're just like they run your business. You're just the side hoe. Like,
which is like honestly the ultimate goal because when you're trying to wear 101 hats, you can't even show up in. I find I can't get into my like creative version of me when I'm like doing 101 other things. And I was like, I just want someone to like bounce off. I don't need the ideas. I just want to talk to you so that I can like put them into action.
Literally, even having Kate like. I voice noted, I'm like, okay, this just happened today. And I'm like, I've got someone to talk to that's not a client.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Like, I feel like that's just given me, and she's in New Zealand, but like, I'm not as lonely in business having her either.
Yeah.
So that's been nice. I'm sliding away. So that's been really nice. But yeah, I feel like if I did, it'd be like VA, OBM vibes.
Yeah. Slay. That's all the next steps. That's everything.
That's pretty much everything.
Okay, well, tell everyone where to find you.
Oh, Train with Jess for my fitness
No,
coaching
you're not
page.
plugging the fitness page.
Oh.
Because you're stepping back from it.
You can still come on that side. You can still follow me.
Okay.
You're just not in high touch. Train with Jess is like my main big personal brand. And then It's Jessie Morgan is my business page.
And what type of content is over there? The harsh shit.
Canty.
Thanks for coming on, Queen.
Thanks for
Hope you
having
guys
me.
enjoyed the
It's been an honor to be your first guest.
Yes,
And that is a wrap on another episode of Doing It Anyway. If you enjoyed today's episode, I would love for you to rate it 5 stars, share it with your friends, share it on your stories. And if you have any feedback, I would love to hear it. Please shoot me a DM on Instagram. All my links are below. See you in the next episode.